Today is a new day to start again. Take each moment one by one and do the best you can. Yesterday doesn't matter, it only serves as a ladder. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed, so make your plans accordingly. Today is a new day to start again. Take each moment one by one and do the best you can. Grand Rising. Today is a new day to start again. It is 5/4/2025. May the 4th be with you. Tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo. Happy Sunday, fun day. Boy, my videos have really taken a downturn. Literally, no one is watching, not even me. It's kind of freeing, actually. So let's get into it. My new employment venture has really taken off well. Like, the entire situation has really been very gratifying. I'm very happy. There's a ton of stuff I know I could do to increase. Like, there's a lot of different things. And I'm really excited. So I could just go crazy, which is kind of what I want to do. But I'm going to take it as slow as I can. I've really worked on that. I'm trying to really take my time. And I really enjoy the work environment. So everything about it seems very promising. This is a much better fit for me. If I can't flourish here, there's something wrong. So I'm enjoying it, and it's incredibly positive. Why wouldn't we want to be that way? So I've talked in previous videos about sometimes in my life, and I've heard of others, whenever things start going well, you start looking for things. But I don't do that anymore because I put my energy where I want to put my energy. And I've earned where I am. So it's not glamorous, but really I just want to find peace. And if I have peace, I think that I can prosper. I practice my songs, and this is what I was going to sing last night. I stumbled into Under the Bridge by Red Hot Chili Peppers. I'm not really a Red Hot Chili Peppers kind of guy, but I like that song. And I'd always heard it before, but I'd never sang it. So I started singing it, and I'm like, well, I can do that. So I enjoyed that. And then I was going to do Eddie Money, Want to Go Back, because I actually hadn't sang that at this place before. And it's a fun song, and it wasn't that hard to learn. So I was going to do that, and then I was going to do Tom Petty, You're So Bad. And I was excited about doing that for the first time. And I was going to do Stand by R.E.M. I hadn't done that yet. And I was excited about doing that. And then I was going to do Satellite by Dave Matthews. But when I got to the place where I sing, the person that does the karaoke, their wife had lost their dad. So it was really kind of a somber time. And so that was sad, and I didn't want to stay too long, and I was trying not to, I'm not that close to them, but I am kind of close, so I was trying to, be polite as I was leaving. And then I had an interaction with an old friend. It was interesting. And then I was going to go, so I went, the other place I sang karaoke wasn't open, or didn't have it either. So there's another place that's in town that I've talked about, but I really just didn't feel like going there. So I just came home, which is what I really needed to do anyways. And I rested, and I'm really in a good place right now. I spent some time, I don't even remember, I guess last night, or I went to bed early, but I spent some time yesterday after work, and I did get my trip pretty much planned, and that took that off my plate. I have a church picked out for today. So today's Sunday, and I've been doing a new church every week. And this is my 5th week. So I already had one picked out that I'd saw when I've been walking about. So I'm going to be enjoying that. So I am also, because I got up early, am going to go work out this morning and do my thing that I've been doing. I think I talk about that here in a minute. So I'm going to go to church, and then I'm going to go to work, and then I'm going to come home, and I'm going to mow my lawn because it's due for a mow. It's right time to mow. And then the Pacers play at 6. So Then I have 2 days off of work. So I keep saying so. I want to stretch, keep increasing my stretching. I want to do my yoga. I want to continue planning my trip because I need to make it, I need to do a lot of things. I need to be creative, use my creativity to make it a special trip. And then it's going to be an adventure. And I want to begin my golf foundation. Now that I feel like I'm a little bit more secure in my employment, I'm going to start looking into what I was going to venture into with my idea with golf. But I have to do that. I have to, like everything, you got to focus on yourself first. So I have to start to develop my own golf. I don't think that'll take very long. So, recap. I am going to moving forward with my life. Yeah, I got you guys' all attention now. The 0 people that watch. My most important thing I'm going to do is take time every morning for a new day to start. And that's where I do this gratitude thing. I think this whole video really helped me a lot, actually. I'm going to walk when I can. That's a big thing that I've been doing and centering on recently. If I have the ability and time to walk somewhere and it's reasonable, I'm going to start doing that. And I'm going to stretch that reasonability further and further because I'd like to start basically walking everywhere, especially when the weather's nice. I want to stop on the side and have detours, and that's how I want to live my life. A simple thing that I had to put in here as a footnote, I am also going to add 5 push-ups and 5 sit-ups somewhere in my morning routine, just 5 and 5, and just got as an aside. I want to do that every day for a while. And then I'm not, even when I get really good at doing the 5, I'm going to still stay at 5. Maybe go a little slower with the 5 on both accounts, but just 5. So then I start my morning after my walk with a basketball fundamental routine. I'm starting to coach myself in basketball again. And keeping good posture is the most important thing in that, and balance. Then I am going to do my swimming fundamentals. I thought it was fun. I centered on this. I started talking about fundamentals because you want to make it fun. Fundamental. And it also helps you mentally. I talked in the last video that I did that nobody watched, 0 people. I said something about there being, you get spirituality from struggle, basically. But that's from learning fundamentals, and that's where you get your spirituality. So then I'm adding a sauna. I'm trying to do more sauna, implementing more sauna, and also cold shower. But that's hard, but I've been using it a little bit, just barely getting in there. But I know that that's a very important one. I'm using the steam room just a little, but the sauna is a big one. The cold shower is a sample. And the steam, I have it all there, easy to do in one little thing. But that's part of my morning routine, daily if possible. And that there is ridiculously going to improve my life and lifespan. So then I also am focusing on my yoga, and that is something that I've been doing a lot. I've got classes that I'm doing. I'm going to start looking into maybe some friend groups and maybe try to find other ways to start doing a little bit more during the week. It helps. I want my yoga to be my social, and for now, and start focusing on, but on my yoga, what I put is, I've been doing a lot of different things. For this week, I'm going to work on my transitions between, and that's going to be hard, but that's my focus, is to start looking into how to start working on techniques to help me better transition between poses. That's my new one. And in golf, I need to start my first session, which I still haven't even done yet, which is going to be my grip, which is going to be an overlap. So that's what I'm going to work on with my first session. And I need to just implement that in. None of those are going to be I got 2 days off. I can surely find time to fit golf in there. So then I have work. And like I said, I'm very excited about it, but I'm trying to keep myself in what I call the beginner's mind. I want to also network while I'm out in work, while I'm out doing these different other activities, to go ahead and start advertising that I am working there and start to use my time to maybe help to increase my abilities to sell. What did I have? I write that down. Write that down. Just remember. Use intention. That's good. Planning lists are good because it's the thing about a list is it's more about the intent really than it is anything. You can use mental lists, but use intention. Really excited about the potential. I'm very excited right now. I want to. I have down here, it's really important for me to allow others to rise to my excitement level, though. One thing that happens when you come into a new situation, especially when you see all kinds of opportunity, is that people that have been there for a long time have different eyes and they're in a different mindset. And so I need to try to allow them to raise, because you can't just come in and go crazy. You can, but if you want to make it harmonious, you just allow it to kind of happen on its own, percolate up. Allow, but let your passion still be there. You got plenty. You don't have to use it all. That's the other thing. Like you learn from sales. Sometimes in sales, you learn all this information about something. This is one of the problems with people that are very good at learning, but not good at using the knowledge. But in sales, you learn all this stuff about this product and you want to tell the customer about it because you know it and you're an expert because you learn so much. But that is not always the best method because they're not on the same page as a customer. And a lot of times they just, does it feel good? And is it going to last? Really simple stuff. So you have to learn how to be disciplined, especially if you're objective. You have to understand what your objectives are. And attitude is everything. Genuinity is a hard word to say. I don't even know if it's a real word, but genuinity. Try it. Genuinity. I think I made it up. Genuinity. And I'm saying it pretty good. So the new one is, but attitude is everything is what I used to write on my book, and I really do think it's the truth. I mean, what you put and I think attitude is really your intent. Home base. I do need to do better at home base. I've been really very close. I've got a lot of things set up well. I just need to follow through. And most of that is just momentum of routines and discipline of when you finish with a plate, you wash it and you put it up. And then when you come back by, you dry it and you put it away. Start planning. I want to start planning multiple adventures. That's a new thing I want to do. With Greyhound, Airbnb, and then Uber, as long as you're in areas that have a relatively strong, I don't know what your best apparatus would be of people and cars and vehicles, it's very doable. You can actually use bus systems too, but I think it can be fun to make it to where you basically go very cheap by Greyhound, then go get yourself an Airbnb, and then use Uber, and maybe even figure out a way to get a bike or rent a car. You could rent a car also, or I don't know. I just think it's fun to try to work different ways out, especially if you don't have very much money. I want to get back to this minimalist thing that I was doing, and I haven't. I mean, I'm still doing it, but I think it's better to get into that practice for myself moving forward, regardless. It's like a readjustment. Before, I was trying to be social, and when you go out, the one thing is I'm a gratuitous person, so I can eat for relatively inexpensive at most of these places, but I tip well. So when you add both of those together, it's not very cost effective. but I'm spreading my wealth out to other people too, with my intent, and also with the dollar. So the way I was looking at it was I was giving, and but now I need to get more into a hold on. I also want to return to the Tao Te Ching in my practice. I haven't really been focusing at all on the Tao Te Ching, and it was something that was very helpful for me. This beginner's mind is really important to me, and you sometimes really should go back to the sources of where you really started to gain your first footing. So for me, I think that's important, but also the Bible and all these other things that I've been talking about. I need to reduce the amount of things that I'm talking about with people in public, period. I just need to stop doing it, except if people come to me and ask. I got to quit putting my 2 cents in. I got to quit that. I've got to work on that. Save my 2 cents for myself. I need to reduce all media, basically. So, and I put in here cell phone because I just wanted to say that they are called a cell phone for a reason. And then I just wanted to say this new schedule with this new work environment, everything that's going on, Bodhi's excited. Oh, I am. Let's segue into that. We're at 16 minutes. I think I have concluded that I'm going to get Bodhi a friend. And there was a random cat that was walking around here. I'm not even sure what's going on with it, but I'm not doing that. So I am going to get Bodhi a friend, because I don't think I can take Bodhi on these adventures with me. I don't think she's going to handle a long bus ride well in a cage. So that's what I'm going to do. Probably get her a friend. She's over here talking to me. So I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. Seriously, I know a little bit about something. And I know that magic, I can see when magic is happening. And there's some good stuff going on. What are you afraid of? The big bad wolf? My favorite old story is that they left the boy to the wolves, and he returned leading the pack. I've always really liked that kind of, there's a whole thing behind it. Wherever you are, wherever you are, whenever you are, wherever, whoever, this is for you. Today is a new day to start again. Take each moment one by one and do the best you can. Yesterday doesn't matter. It only serves as a ladder. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed, so make your plans accordingly. Today is a new day to start again. Take each moment one by one and do the best you can. Do great. Be grateful. Take each moment one by one and do the best you can.